Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we will complete our paper, which was yesterday left because of my internet problem. Uh, so there was a paper. Okay. This is your paper, my son, my child, all my kids. Suddenly, due to internet problem, the video was stopped yesterday and I have uploaded 18 MCQs. So today we are going to complete it now. Okay. The thing is, we have to start from 19 and 19. Which was I was actually planning to explain it properly because it is a very conceptual MCQ. Now, see, uh, IADNA prepares her financial statement 31st December each year. She valued all her inventory at cost on 31st December 2021. Even though some inventory was inventory with a cost of 500 at an NRV of 350. Okay. So it means in uh, in December 2021. Okay. The inventory should be 350, but she has written, okay. But the NRV was dollar 350. Okay. Now, she was supposed to keep closing inventory with NRV 350, but she did not care about IS2 and she took the inventory or she recorded the inventory as 500. When closing inventory on December 31st is overstated, because of not following the IS2, it means the gross profit for this year is going to be overstated because closing inventory is going to be deducted from cost of sales. So if we deduct more closing inventory, our cost of sales will be decreased and our gross profit is increased. So A option should be the answer. Gross profit for 2021 is going to be overstated. But here one thing we should be very much careful, why the other three options are not the answer. Okay. In this case, on 31st December 2021, total assets were understated. No, total assets were going to be overstated because inventory was valued at 500, not 350. So total assets on December 31st, 2021 was overstated, not understated. Okay. Next year, this inventory is going to be opening inventory. The closing inventory of 21 is going to be the opening inventory in 2022. So when opening inventory is overstated, it means in 2022, the cost of sale is going to be increased. When cost of sale is going to be increased, gross profit and net profit would be decreased. Okay? Would be understated. But they are saying overstated. So this could not be the answer. When profit is overstated because of this error, because profit is overstated, profit is going to be closed in capital. So when profit is going to be closed in capital, it means overstated or over profit will increase the capital. Okay, because in balance sheet, what we do, we add profit to the capital. So capital is also going to be overstated, not understated. Okay, this is the thing. That's why these three options could not be the answer. And option 1 is the answer. Okay. 20. A trader has a capital of 24,400, his non-current assets 16,100 and his current liabilities are 4,500. What is the amount of his current assets? Okay, here we can use the equation, this equation. Current assets plus fixed assets is equal to current liabilities plus long-term liabilities plus capital. Okay. Using this equation, we can easily calculate. Okay. Sorry. It was supposed to be is equal to 7. Okay. Now, there are no current liabilities. So what we do, we are going to add, always my calculator is creating problem for me. So no other option left. Again, I'm using my cell phone as a calculator. Okay. Now see, non-current assets or fixed assets are 16,100. Uh, non-current assets 16,100. Okay. And current liabilities are okay. So we have to find current assets. So current asset is going to be X. Okay. Now fixed assets we have 16,100. Okay. Is equal to current liabilities we have how much? 4,500. Long-term liabilities 0 plus capital 24,400. Now what we have to do? 24,400 plus 4,500 minus 16,100. So 12,800 is going to be your amount of current assets. C option is the answer. Getting my point clear? Okay. Now 21. 1st January 2022, there was a credit balance of 800 on the electricity account. Payments made during the year 4,900. At December 31st, 2022, a further 1,800 electricity had been used since the last invoice was paid. What is the charge to the income statement for electricity for the year 2022? Okay. So credit balance 800 means this must be accrued. Getting my point clear? This must be accrued. Okay. 800 credit balance means this is accrued at the start of the year. Okay. Payments made during the year 4,900 and 1,800 had been used since the last invoice paid means again accrued of 1,800 at the end of the year. So what we have to do, paid during the year 4,900 minus accrued at start 800 plus accrued at end 1,800. The answer is 5,900. Josh and Karen are in partnership sharing profit and losses 3:2. Interest on capital is allowed at 5%. Salaries payable to Josh is 10,000 per annum. The residual profit after deduction of salary and interest on capital was 20,000. The capital account balances at the start of the year, Josh 60,000, Karen 40. What was the total amount credited to Josh current account at the year end? Okay. Okay. Now, this 20,000 we have to divide among partners in the ratio of 3:2. The salary is given, salaries are given, and interest on capital are also given. So what Josh get actually is very important. Josh, okay, what Josh received up till now. Josh received salary, $10,000. Okay. Then he got interest on capital. That must be 5%, means 5% of 60,000. Okay. 5% of 60,000. 60,000 multiplied by 5%, so 3,000. This is 3,000. Okay. Now, residual profit, what he get is 3 upon 5 of 20,000. That is 12,000. So altogether is 25,000. D option should be the answer. Okay. A partner is charged interest on drawings he made during financial. How is this recorded in partner's current account? Oh, it is going to be debited to partner's current account. Okay. Now 24, which organization is the most difficult to establish and has to comply with many legal formalities? Yes, limited liability company. There is no other option. Difficult to establish. Partnerships, sole trader are easy to establish, and even club and societies are also easy to establish. Z Limited has the following types of equities and liability: debenture, journalism, long-term bank loan, ordinary preferential capital, retail. What is included in a company's shareholder equity? Okay. Now see, debentures are part of liability, long-term loan part of liability, and so preferential capital and retained earnings, they are all part of. So 2, 4, 5, and 6 are actually part of shareholders' equity. Okay. A sports club operate a shop selling running shoes to members. These shoes are purchased on credit from club. Which item is recorded in the receipt and payment account? Okay, receipt and payment account means cash book of, it's just like cash book of business organization and receipt and payment account of a non-profit organization. So inventory of shoes, no. Payment to suppliers, yes. No purchases of shoes, no shop profit or loss. Okay, it's just like cash book. Which causes a direct factory cost? Carriage outwards, no. Depreciation, no. Factory supervisor wages, no. Manufacturing royalties. D option should be the answer. Okay. A manufacturing business provides the following information: closing work in progress 840. Factory overheads 20, 945. Opening work in progress 910. Prime cost 4750. What was the factory cost of production? COP, cost of production. How to calculate? C. Prime cost 40,750 plus factory overhead 20,945 plus opening work in progress 910 minus closing work in progress 840, 61,765. D option should be the answer. Okay. Okay. Ahmed provided the following information: trade receivable on 1st January 2022, 15,000. For the year, credit sales, cash receipt from customers, or trade receivables or irrecoverable debts 2,000. By how much the trade receivable increase by the end of the year, financial year? Okay. C. The items which increases trade receivables are sales 85,000 plus minus 65,000 check received from trade receivables minus 2,000 irrecoverable debts. So the answer of trade receivable credit balance would be 18,000. You can do it by using a T account, or you can directly use it through calculator. So ending a trade receivable is increased by 18,000. A option should be the answer. A business provided the following information: revenue, gross margin, profit margin. There was no other income. How much were expenses? 15%. Gross profit is 25%, profit margin is 10%. It means 25 minus 10, 15% of the revenue is your expenses. 20,000 multiplied 15%, that is 3,000. So C option should be the answer. Okay. Now 32. A business has the following assets and liabilities: inventory, trade receivable, trade payable, bank overdraft. Okay. The owner plans to pay some of his own funds into the business bank account to increase the current ratio. to 2:1. Okay. How much does he need to pay into the business bank account to achieve this? See, first of all, when they are talking about current ratio, so we have to take, see, our uh, current assets are 6,000. Inventory plus trade receivable means 6,000, and our liabilities are 4,200. So if you take current ratio, it says 6,000 divided by 4,200. The ratio would be 1.42 ratio 1. The answer would be 1.42 ratio 1. Now what we need double. Okay. So 2:1 means assets should be doubled. So assets should be double by current liabilities, against current liabilities. Okay. Now in that case, we have two options, either to increase current asset or decrease the liability. Okay. So 6,000 divided by 3,000. The ratio would be, it means if we are not increasing asset, we have to decrease liability to 3,000. Okay. So if we decrease liability to 3,000, it means 4,200 is current liability status right now. And if we want to keep it to 3,000, it means we have to decrease our current liabilities by 1,200. So the owner is not interested to pay off the trade payables, but he is ready to pay some amount in the bank to decrease the bank amount by 1,200. So this should be the answer, B option. Because there is only two ways, either to increase the current asset or decrease the current liability. Okay, come to 33. Lynn provided the following information about her trading business for the year ended. Revenue, cash sales, credit sales. At 31st August 2022, trade receivable, other receivable. What was Lenny's trade receivable turnover? Okay. Now see. You know the formula? Okay. Trade receivable 19,530 multiplied by 365 divided by credit sales 2,30,000. So that means total is so it's 30.99 days, so it means 31 days approximately. A trader values his inventory on the same basis at the end of each financial year. Which accounting principle is trader observing? Inventory valuation on the same basis means consistency. Okay. Now, Jack. Jack is a shareholder in a company. He received the company's financial. Why did he find the financial statement relevant? Okay. He was confident they did not contain errors. No. The financial information was clearly presented. No. The same depreciation has nothing to do with depreciation. So it means last option. They confirm his expertise about the future of the company. Okay. Because a shareholder is only interested in the future prospects of a company. Okay. So this is all for today. And we have completed this paper. Thank God to Almighty Allah. Thank God that we have done it today. So that's all for today. Inshallah, I'll be coming up tomorrow, inshallah, with O levels, November O levels paper 2 or paper 22, what we call. Inshallah, if you have any queries, you can leave a comment. Take care. Allah Hafiz.